Welcome to Ali's Self-Sufficient, and today I was going to take you guys out to show you my garden. As you can see, it is the first day of spring, so happy first day of spring to everybody. But it is pouring with rain. Not such a good day for outside. However, I have greenhouses, so I'm going to take you in there and we're going to do a little bit of spring planting in the greenhouse. Well, hi everyone, and welcome to my greenhouse. And it's something I love doing, is actually gardening in the greenhouse when it's raining, because it's just all dry and cozy in here and everything can just carry on as normal. And so let's look at planting some seed. Okay, so I like to grow from my own seeds, so I thought I would just share with you my seed box. So here I have my seed box. It's just a box that's full of everything that I collect. Basically, if it gets eaten inside the house, I collect the seeds from it. So these are Queensland blue pumpkins. They're like the great big pumpkins. Even here's I grew those beans that you saw inside my sunroom. I let them go dry on the plant, and there we have, I'm just peeling that out. There's the bean seed. So these are Black Boy Peach pips, which I grow my Black Boy Peach trees from. These are the macadamias. That's a macadamia inside its casing. And I get those little nuts out and I plant them, because I'm planting macadamia trees. And this one's the ones I'm going to do now with you, which is some corn. So what I did was I let the husks of the corn just dry off, the actual corn cobs dry right off, and then I got the seeds. And so these are corn seeds, and I've really found that some people say the seeds don't grow, but actually I've found that they do. And the more times I collect the seed, some things I've got here are 3 or 4 generations of me collecting the seed and growing, the stronger the plants seem to get. So these are second generation corn, so they're corn that were grown from my own seed, and then I've harvested them again. So this is the second generation of the seed being collected. The other thing I've been very successful is capsicum. So keeping the capsicum and then just taking the seeds off, and you end up with the capsicum seeds. And I've got those now in about 3 generations of collecting my own capsicum. I've got this lovely old friend of mine that's at an old people's home, and in New Zealand we have a place called Mitre 10 where you go and get your gardening stuff, and he has Mitre 10, and then he has Mitre 11, which is the recycle centre, which is attached to the tip, and then he has Mitre 12, which is the skip at the old people's home. And most of these pots that I've got planted here have come from Mitre 12, the old people's home. He collects them up out of the skips and he gives them to me. They're only destined for landfill, so they're all you know, saved pots, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. So what I try to do is, because I have a big selection of them, I try to colour code them. So these are cucumbers, which I've planted, and they're in a silver pot. Most of these here are actually pumpkins, like those pumpkin seeds that I showed you that I'm growing. And today here I'm going to plant some corn in this lot here. I do a little trick with my fancy seed raising mix, so I'm going to show you what my little trick is. So first things first, I've got all this done with the dirt in it, and that's just the ordinary potting mix. Water, just going to give that a water. And let it soak in. Now what I'm doing here is, this is my way of actually saving my expensive mix. So you can see now I've got well, this is quite a nice garden mix, but so I don't use up great big containers full of the seed raising, I use a Black Magic seed raising mix. I'm just making a hole in the middle of the pot. This is where the seeds are going to go. I'm going to take my more expensive Black Magic seed raising mix, and I'm just going to plonk it in the holes, so I don't have to use so much per pot, but it actually gives enough to sit the seed in to get the seed just germinating. And I'm just going to put that there and just push it under and no more. A lot of people make the mistake of just burying their seed too deep, and of course seed, if it drops to the floor of the garden or the earth, it doesn't fall very far into the ground before it germinates. Give them a good water in, just sit aside and wait for them to germinate. It should be about 10 to 12 days. You'll see those corn pop up. And there we are, that's my corn planted. I'm going to carry on planting here, but I just thought I'd share my day in the rain here on Ali's Self-Sufficient. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. Give us a like on Facebook, and also, you know, if you want to support helping with this content, you could become my patron on Patreon, where you can give $1 a week or something like that to help me continue to make this content. And thanks very much for joining me. Good luck with your gardens this season, and of course the first day of spring. Enjoy the first day of spring wherever you may be. Mine is in the rain inside the greenhouse. You may be in the sun wherever you are. Take care for now, stay safe and stay well.